Have you ever found yourself walking forward, yet constantly glancing over your shoulder, as if the shadows of yesterday are chasing you? Imagine feeling that weight of regret and loss. Each step forward met with the heavy pull of memories you wish you could leave behind. Picture this. You're on a journey toward a bright new future, but every time you try to move ahead, the echoes of past mistakes, heartaches, and missed opportunities whisper in your ear, holding you back. Now, take a moment and really think about it. Those burdens, those old stories of pain and disappointment, aren't meant to be your entire story. They are chapters, not the whole book. What if, instead of allowing them to define you, you could release them? What if you could step away from the old, worn-out patterns that no longer serve you, and open yourself up to the promise of a fresh start? Today, I want you to know that there is no future in the past. Your past may have shaped you, but it doesn't have to hold you captive. It's time to let go, to unburden your heart, and to trust that every new step you take is a step toward healing, hope, and a future filled with promise. So, as you listen to these words, ask yourself, are you ready to leave the weight of yesterday behind and embrace the endless possibilities that lie ahead? We've all been there, sitting alone, lost in thought, flipping through old photographs or replaying past conversations, wishing we could rewrite the story. Maybe it was a relationship that ended badly, an opportunity we let slip away, or words we can't take back. The past has a way of creeping in, whispering what if and if only. Maybe you've spent nights staring at the ceiling, wondering how things could have been different. Maybe you've been holding on to guilt, resentment, or pain for so long that it feels like a part of you. And the hardest part? It's not just the past itself. It's the feeling that you can't move beyond it. But here's the truth. As long as you're looking behind you, you can't see what's ahead. And the more time you spend clinging to the past, the more you rob yourself of the future God has in store for you. The question is, are you ready to let go? Now, let's dive into a powerful truth that can set you free from the grip of the past. The Bible offers clear guidance on this. Look at Isaiah 43 verses 18 to 19, which says, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing." These words remind us that God isn't interested in keeping us chained to our history. Instead, He's constantly at work, creating new opportunities, new beginnings, and a future full of promise. When we release those old burdens, we make space in our hearts for the new things God has prepared for us. Let me share Sarah's story with you. Sarah struggled for years with the heavy chains of addiction. Her past was a prison that kept her from experiencing life fully. But then, through faith and a decision to let go, she discovered something incredible. Instead of being defined by her struggles, Sarah embraced the freedom that comes from trusting God. Today, she not only walks in her renewed purpose, but also dedicates her life to helping others who face similar battles. Her transformation shows us that when you release the past, you open up a new chapter filled with hope and possibility. Another verse to remember is found in Philippians 3 verses 13 to 14. "Forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal." This verse reinforces the idea that clinging to past mistakes or hurts only hinders your progress. Instead, it encourages you to look forward, to focus on the future that God has planned for you. So how can you start letting go of the past? Here are some practical steps. 1. Acknowledge your past, but don't let it define you. Recognize the events that have shaped you, but remember that you are more than your history. Your past is a chapter, not the whole story. 2. Seek forgiveness. This isn't just about asking for forgiveness from others. It's also about forgiving yourself. Release the guilt and shame that weigh you down. 3. Focus on the present and the future. Make a conscious effort to live in the moment. Trust that God's plan for you is unfolding right now, and concentrate on the new opportunities that await. Each of these steps is a step toward freedom, a step toward embracing the new life that God is offering you. When you let go of what has been, you create room for what can be. You allow God's healing power to restore and renew every part of your life. Remember, you are not defined by your past. You are defined by the promise of a future that God is writing with every breath you take. Embrace His guidance and step boldly into the new thing He is doing in your life. Imagine the peace that comes from releasing the heavy burdens of yesterday, the worries, regrets, and past hurts that have kept you from truly living. Picture the joy and freedom of stepping into the new blessings that are waiting just for you. When you let go of the past, you open your heart to the abundant grace and love that God has in store. In those moments of liberation, every smile, every kind gesture, and every new start becomes a testament to His renewing power. This is the promise of tomorrow, a future filled with hope, love, and endless possibilities. Now I want to hear from you. What's one thing you'll trust God with today? Is there a past mistake you're ready to leave behind? Or perhaps a regret you're willing to surrender for the sake of a brighter future? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might just be the encouragement someone else needs. And if this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and share it with someone who might need this reminder that there's no future in the past. Let go, embrace the new, and step boldly into the future God has prepared for you.